Did you notice the tattoos on the soldiers' necks?
Yes.
We're in the middle of a crisis, and you're admiring body ink?
They're barcodes, Vicky. Toasty's troops are clones. They were grown in Bacta tanks.
Soldiers, grown in beakers. Sounds a bit dodgy to me.
Retards.
Retards?
Reinforcement through Artificial Reproduction Division soldiers. The acronym is fitting, sadly.
Why is that?
Because the genetically modified sparks. Between the rapid growth and the rewiring of the brain, they have the minds of children and very short lifespans.
The trade-off, though, is they have enhanced reflexes, rapid healing capability, and are combat ready within a few hours after they're hatched.
Super soldiers? Why have we never heard of them before?
Because the program was banned by the Tycho Treaty on moral grounds over 20 years ago.
Project Janus.
The bigger question I'm struggling to get around is how a bunch of space trash like yourselves know so much about classified military operations.
Dr. Freedom and Dr. Schoffield were involved in Project Lazarus.
Don't remind me.
Project this, project that. Next thing out of stuck to law enforcement.
Amen to that, sure.
Boss, the jamming field is gone. All comm channels are clear.
That can't be good. Bosun, can you read me?
Reading you loud and clear.
Is that your other group?
Yes.
They're a lot closer to the power core than we are.
Bosun, I'm sending the location of the power core room to your scan quarters. They should be working now that the jamming field's gone. You've got to get down there ASAP and disable the bypass on the thermo buffers or we're all dead.
Freedom, son. We encountered Cyberlex down here.
Yes, I figured it was them. The reflective armor gave it away. Get to the core room now or we're going to be deep fried.
No pressure.
Alright, boss. If we leg it, we could be there in a couple of minutes.
But what are y'all standing around here for? Let's get moving.
Boss, you there?
We hear you, Angus. What is it?
We'll be trying to reach you. Two vessels appeared out of nowhere. One destroyed the other one, and hightailed into the system. Quicker than some heavy psychiatry just tried to stick us without a fight camp. Boss, Eric.
Look, Angus, we're in a hurry and we gotta run. Stay on station and wait for me to contact you again.
Toasty to Cisco. Toasty to Cisco, respond.
How many men were on board the Cisco?
We had a crew of 150. 20 beamed over with us.
I'm sorry, Captain Toasty.
I promise you, we'll find out who did this.
Why should you care?
Because I was a soldier once, Toasty. Nobody deserves to die in the black. Not like that.
We need to keep moving.
How could you be so bloody cold?
Because they are dead and we are not. It's our duty now to find who did all this and why.
She's right, lads. There'll be time to mourn the dead later.
I think we should head for main mission. The Bosun's team can handle the core room.
What happens if they encounter more of those cyberlect things?
I don't think they will. They're long gone.
What makes you think that?
Because the jamming's gone.
Nailed it, Sparks.
Why main mission?
Because if we can tap into your sensor logs and security feeds, we might be able to find some evidence of who is behind all of this.
Exactly, Toasty. The Cyberlex wouldn't have done this without orders. I just hope the other team can undo their chicanery real quick, or otherwise it'll be a very short investigation.
One thing. What are Cyberlex?
Well, if we live long enough, I'll explain. But we better head for main mission. It's up to the Bosun's team now.
Scan card indicates that is the power room up ahead. I'm getting some strange readings from in there.
Okay, heat them up. Burton, you take left, I'll take right.
Bosun, maybe you should let me, peep in first.
What's in your mind, Bob?
Well, that is a power core room.
Oh crap. Reflective armor. One good ricochet.
Boom! Okay, Bob, pointing.
It's all clear But you guys better get in here quick. There's a black box over there on that conduit with a timer, and it's counting down.
I've got this. Bosun, find the toolbox.
On it!
Any idea on how to disarm it?
It's not a bomb, Bob. It's some kind of control box. I'm going to attempt to remove it.
What if it's booby-trapped?
Stand aside.
Eric!
What are you doing here?
Can you stop this thing, Eric?
Move aside.
Eric, how did you know that would work?
I didn't.
That was bloody reckless.
What if it had been booby-trapped?
All would have been well. I wouldn't have felt the thing.
Well, the bosun and his team finished their sweep. All of the cyberlicks are gone, as well as the ones they took out. They're heading back to the shuttle.
Our troops found nothing as well.
How did they escape? Don't tell me. Freaking beamers.
So the other vessel likely beamed them off and fled.
Well, that would be my guess.
Leaving no way to trace their destination.
I wouldn't say that just yet. Any luck, Sparks?
They wiped the main computer. I can't get anything out of this thing. Gibberish.
What about the transport ship in the hangar?
Same story, I'm afraid. Eric tried bringing up the flight logs and all the other data, and it's all been erased.
Eric is here?
Who is Eric?
A pain in my ass. What about the backup systems in your panic room?
What room?
Commander Grimsdyke, you had to have had that emergency pulse beacon stowed safely away somewhere where you could both hide away. Cyberlicks are very systematic.
I already checked, sir. The door was open and everything inside was blanked.
So, what is your clever plan now, John?
Well, the Derbyshire goes to Amman, we deliver the 30,000 barrels of lubricant in our hold, and we go from there.
Oh, no, you don't. My men and I will accompany you.
The nearest military vessel will be here in under 4 hours, boss.
You could hop a ride with him, Toasty.
You have something up your sleeve. I'm afraid I must insist.
Oh, come on. Someone has to stay here and explain all this to the authorities. If we get bogged down in an investigation...
I'll stay.
What?
Officer Grimsdyke and I can handle this end. The Gomez should be finished towing the dredger away from Amman any time now. I'll call them for a pickup when the investigation here wraps up.
At this point, we said our goodbyes. They say hindsight is 20/20, and when I look back on this moment, I truly wish that I hadn't been so blind. Something was wrong in that room, and I knew it, but I was so focused on getting to the truth, I refused to acknowledge it. It had been niggling at me ever since Vicky handed me that small item allegedly recovered from the Waris Hussein. It had been tugging at me since we left Amman, but I ignored it and excused it as good old-fashioned paranoia. Always trust your instincts. More often than not, that trust will save lives.
The Derbyshire just went into hyperspace.
What do we do now, sir?
Long-range communications are back online. We'll open the channel.
I'm sorry, boys. This just isn't your day.
What are you doing?
TCB priority override, Archimedes. Enable.
Oh, thank goodness, I was getting sick of that frilly persona.
Can we get a secure channel with this equipment?
Yes, mistress.
Do it. Tie into Hyperpulse Beacon 22 Beta Charlie.
Activating secure channel, mistress.
Hello, Victoria. Why the hell are you calling me from the bridge at Sprite 6?
1 year of setup and your boys almost fumbled the ball at the goal line. Do you know how hard it was to get TCB on the inside?
I will definitely have a chat with Jeavis. He's normally very reliable in these matters. Something went wrong on your end as well, I take it.
The attempt to override Rory's inhibitor and Eric failed. Eric attacked Nardo's ship and inflicted severe damage. One good thing is they no longer trust him as they once did.
So the Derbyshire survived. Dr. Freedom is still alive and Eric is not under our control? Sounds to me like you're beating out Jeavis in the failure department.
I tried to lure him away, but...
I want results, not excuses!
My lord, we can still be of service. The mistress and I can clean up the mess left here and leave in the fake transport ship.
Oh, you're damn right you will. But now we'll have Dr. Freedom meddling in our business. Eric would have been a boon to our plans.
One other thing, Captain Toasty was here as well, and I think I might have a way to hamper Freedom's movements.
Now that tidbit is very interesting indeed. Finish things up there. After you leave the system, we will resume contact and you can then brief me fully. Any more screw-ups, Victoria, and everyone you love will spend the rest of their days at a pain amplifier.